Yo, what's up, YouTube? What up, friends and fam? What's going on? It's your boy, C-Dog. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's corny as fuck if I say it like that. But anyways, man, I'm down here in Texas. Drove the company vehicles down here yesterday and the day before. Not the company vehicle so much as per se. I was driving the box truck or the dump truck and the trailer. How much weight did I have? I'm not really sure how much weight I had. Probably something like 50 to 60,000 pounds, I guess. Because I had the paver, a bobcat, and 2 rollers on my trailer. So probably 60,000 if I had to guess. Maybe, I don't know. I could be way off. But anyways, man, I'm down here where they house the people that work for the company. They house them here at this hotel. I'll give you guys a little tour. It's just like your average hotel, you know what I'm saying? But you also do have this. Your own kitchen and fridge. Let's see if they have pots and pans here. Certainly not up there. No pots and pans. They might give it to you at the front desk or something like that, but you got your microwave, you got your stove, you got your bathroom. It's just like an average little hotel they got going on here. And it's actually hot here in Texas right now. It's like 87 degrees out. That's what that outside looks like. Sunny as hell. I just went for a little walk to check out downtown. Right now I'm in Weatherford, Texas. Our trucks are parked in friggin' Fort Worth, which is about 30 minutes away from here. I guess usually we would park our trucks right next to this hotel here. Which that makes it way easier because, like, if you're staying with company housing and the trucks are right there, then you can just get up and go to work, you know. But yeah, now I'm just praying to God and asking him what to do. I think if my boss gives me $250 a day, I will stick with this company and I'll go back up to Minneapolis, get my stuff, and come back down here. But if they only want to give me $200, I don't think I'm gonna do it for $200. Not saying it's not like a horrible gig for 200 bucks, but you know, this is like your life when you're down here, you know what I mean? So it's definitely worth 200 if you really need the money and you know, need a place to stay too. If you're like going through a breakup or something like that, it's not a bad gig. Plus you get to come to Texas and do this. So I guess if any of y'all CDL drivers looking for a job, let me know. I'll contact you this way. I'll contact you this way if I don't take the position. Then you'll be getting $200 a day plus the free housing. So, or if you're already in Texas, it's even better, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just want to give y'all a little update that I'm praying on what to do next. Do I come down here? Do I stay in Minneapolis? Or do I go back to Massachusetts to work the garbage man job? Save some more money. But with here, you don't have to deal with the cold, which is a huge plus. But I don't know anybody here, so that's a huge minus. Not saying I can't make no new friends, but yeah, that's where I'm at today. Just want to give y'all a little update. Oh, let me update you about. I gotta turn this AC down real quick. Let me be right back. Alright, so I just wanted to tell y'all about the ride down here. It was crazy. Because the way we were doing it, we weren't running no logbooks. We're pretty much riding dirty across the country. It's not a good option to do. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. Looking back at it, that's really stupid what I did for $250 a day. Because we drove down here, and if I went to inspection, we definitely would have failed inspection by a long shot. It wasn't even like by a little minuscule thing. It's like the window shield was cracked like a motherfucker. The just a number of things, you know what I mean? That's just one I can think of. The windshield wiper fluid didn't work, or they didn't have any in there. So once we got past Kansas City, Kansas City was a bitch driving through too, man. At night too, it's like, that's why I don't really like over the road trucking, because you got to do all these cities and shit, and that's just stressful as fuck, man. Big ass vehicle, and you got people zooming in and out at you, fucking 50 miles per hour, cutting you off. And I'm the type of person who always I always leave ample amount of space in front of me, because my mom always taught me that's like the easiest way to, you know, like, that's the easiest way to prevent an accident. And knock on wood, I've never been in an accident. I think that's one of the reasons, because I never tailgate nobody. So I always try not to, never tailgate nobody, especially in a 18-wheeler. I definitely try not to. And when you're riding in and out of cities, it's like, it's hard not to tailgate people or stay too close. Like, if they suddenly stop, you wouldn't be the one that rear-ended them, because you definitely would. So that being said, we had to, from Kansas City, we slept in a little town called, I think, Emporia, Kansas. And from there, we took 99 South all the way down here to Texas, all the way down here to Fort Worth, which was crazy, bro. It was fucking, it was like fucking crazy. It was like 10 hours of straight, like, half the time it was like small ass, like, North Dakota type farmland, so it was like small ass asphalt, where you didn't really have too much space to the right or left of you. If a car came this way, or if a truck came this way, then you had to get over, and you had to really monitor the whole time. I'll put it this way, usually I can like send out a few texts, or at least check my phone when I'm driving, like on the highway, if there isn't much traffic going on. But not with these roads, man. There was no traffic, and I could not check my phone for shit, man. That's like how on point you had to be, because you only had a few inches this way, a few inches that way, and you just had to be on point, man. So that was just dumb, man. That was just retarded in my point. Because when you think about it, if you own this business, if I'm thinking like a business owner, I'm not going to say, it would be the smart way to do it the legal way, and keep all your trucks DOT approved, run a logbook, run an electronic logbook, or run the paper logbook. Because I think there's some sort of exemption for people, like companies like us, just moving one way down to Texas from, you know what I mean, just one over the road move per year. So they might not even have to do electronic logbook. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's better just keeping your trucks up to par once you're making that trip, because then you don't have to go around the way stations. And because say if we broke down in those back roads, like on 99 South, we would have been kind of fucked, you know what I mean? Like, if I broke down in one of those back roads, that would have been not good. Because, like, I would have just had to stay there in the middle of the road and then wait for people to come, and that's just a dangerous road to be broke down on when you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. So that's my point on that. Yeah, but for now, I'm just really praying on that I get a clear-cut vision decision whether to come to Texas or not. Because it could really work out down here, man. It could really work out. I went for like a 3-mile walk downtown. There's not much to see in Weatherford, but the weather was nice, man. And it's October. It's late October. Not saying I can't do the cold, but the cold kind of sucks unless you're skiing in it or something like that. But that's just the update, man. I'm just kind of bored today because I was supposed to fly out today, but I waited too long. Instead of getting my flight last night, I didn't get it till today. Then the flight info, it came, the flight payment or whatever the flight cost, it skyrocketed up. It skyrocketed up like $200. So instead of being like $200, it was like $400. And I explained that to my boss, and I was like, he already gave me like $300 in between the flights and the Uber in Minneapolis, so that was just way too goddamn much money. So he rented me another night here, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably like an extra $50 if we were to do that for him. Because at night here, I think it's $50 a night, something like that, 50, 40, you know. So it's up to him, you know. Yeah, but from here, man, just praying to God, you know. If you guys want to get in the oil fields, I follow somebody here on YouTube. I think he goes by Oil Rig Jobs. That's his YouTube channel. So if you really want an oil rig job, ask him for some advice, man. He's super cool, super down to earth. He's good people for sure. He's got about like 1,000+ subscribers if you want to follow him, or find him, rather, find him. So I think he's Oil Rig Jobs, that's his name, Oil Rig Jobs, so you can find him and follow him and do your thing with him. He's up there in Canada somewhere, I think Western Canada. He's talking about starting out, I think he's making like, he's gonna be making like 8 or 10 grand a month, which is really good. Because he was saying, you gotta watch his last video, it's pretty good. Like he was saying he was making 4 grand a month, and that simply wasn't enough. In my eyes, you can, I'm not totally against it, but like you can make 4 grand a month as long as you make 4 grand a month for 11 or 12 months a year. Because if you work 4 grand a month at 12 months a year, that's $48,000, which that's pretty good. But then if you got to pay rent, you got to put that into the thing, and obviously your clothing and food. But with $48,000 a year, you should still be able to save a good amount of money. Not saying everywhere it's like that, but as long as your rent is, you know, $1,000 a month or less, and then you should be able to save a good grip of money. My cousin Roland, he taught me that, like, when finding a job, you always want to find a job where you can pay your rent within your first week. So 1 week of work equals your rent for the month, and then, you know, in the next 3 weeks, like maybe 1 other week will be for food and clothes, and then you get to save 2 weeks of payment in your bank account. So you figure if you save 2 grand every month for 12 months, that's 24 grand in 1 year. And if you do that for 5 years, you're gonna have over $100,000 in the bank. So it's all about consistency, man. It's all about consistency, and that's something I'm trying to get on, man, being more consistent. Because you guys know I job flop like a motherfucker, and I need to stop doing that. So I'm praying that this Texas thing works out for me. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment down below. If you haven't already, like and share this video, or subscribe to my channel as well. We just came up on 500 followers, man. That's pretty big. We're almost at 1,000. I don't know where this channel is gonna go, but I hope it goes somewhere. I know some of you guys want some merch. I'm working on that too. If you guys have any ideas on merch, comment down below. Thinking about making a bumper sticker or a neck gaiter or something, you know. Been thinking about doing that for a while. I gotta do it. But anyways, man, that's all I got today. Love y'all. And subscribe to my channel. Boom, bada boom. Bye-bye. Peace.